Nobody was ready for what happened when Pamela Anderson's throwback photos started circulating online again. The internet completely exploded, and the then versus now comparisons have left people absolutely stunned. This is a story you need to see from beginning to end, so make sure you watch this entire video because the biggest surprises are waiting for you at the very end. Pamela Anderson is one of the most iconic women to ever step in front of a camera. When she first burst onto the scene, she took the world by storm in a way that very few people ever have. She was everywhere. Magazine covers, television screens, movie posters, billboards. You could not go anywhere without seeing her face. She became the definition of a global sensation, and her impact on popular culture was absolutely massive. In her early days, Pamela was the image of classic glamour with a modern twist. She had a look that was bold, confident, and unapologetically feminine. Her smile could light up an entire room, and her presence commanded attention in a way that felt almost supernatural. She did not just walk into a room. She owned it completely. Photographers loved working with her because the camera absolutely adored her. Every angle, every expression, every pose resulted in something stunning. She was a natural in front of the lens, and the throwback photos that have gone viral prove that beyond any doubt. These throwback images show Pamela during the peak of her fame, and the reactions have been incredible. People who lived through that era are feeling a wave of nostalgia that has hit them hard. They remember exactly what it felt like to see her for the first time. They remember the excitement, the fascination, and the sheer awe that she inspired. Looking at these photos now brings all of those feelings rushing back in an instant. But what has really captured people's attention is the then versus now comparison. When you place photos of Pamela from her earlier years next to photos of her today, the results are genuinely surprising. Not because she looks worse or because time has been unkind to her. Quite the opposite, actually. What surprises people is how gracefully and beautifully she has evolved. She looks different, yes, but she looks absolutely incredible in a completely new way. In recent years, Pamela has made headlines for embracing a more natural look. She stepped away from the heavy makeup and the highly styled appearances that defined her earlier career. She started showing up to events looking more natural, more relaxed, and more authentically herself than ever before. And the response from the public has been overwhelmingly positive. People are celebrating her decision to embrace her natural beauty, and they are calling her braver and more beautiful than ever. The throwback photos remind us of the Pamela that the world fell in love with decades ago. The big smile, the golden hair, the undeniable charisma that jumped right off every page and every screen. She was the face of an era, and she wore that crown with confidence and grace. But the more recent photos show us someone even more compelling. A woman who has lived, who has experienced the highs and lows of life in the public eye, and who has come out the other side with a beauty that is deeper and more meaningful than anything surface level could ever be. If this video gave you a new appreciation for Pamela Anderson, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel because we bring you the best stories and photo comparisons of your favorite stars every single day. Turn on notifications, and we promise you will not want to miss what we have coming next. See you in the next video.